Hey, lady, go fuck yourself. I didn't double ask you, all right?
You
Get
double
your tits
asked
off
me.
your high horse.
You wanted
No
me
one
so
got double
bad.
asked. No one double asked.
Oh, you wanted me so
I was like,
badly.
ugh, like, fine. Your phone's maybe a bit too loud. Hello, test.
Look, I made you some content.
Daddy made you some
Mima, mima.
Mima, 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 me.
Bing bang, bing
Bing
bang.
bang, bing bang. That's such a sad part of that movie.
It's a really sad
Bing
part.
bang, bing bang. Ugh, it killed me. When I first saw that, that was the worst.
Yeah, it gets you.
My heart felt like the Ukraine.
Is there an end to the sentence, or
That's
is that it?
That's it.
I thought it was like,
Write in. Tell me if you laughed at that joke. I can't tell. There's no audience, and Riley didn't like it. Ooh, tough crowd.
my
Big
heart.
Ukraine fans.
Did you say my heart's like the Ukraine?
Yeah.
My heart's like I thought it was like my heart's like the Ukraine. No. I thought there was a
My heart's
punchline
like
coming.
the Ukraine, but you. Whatever you think I should have said, that.
Yeah.
Say that in your
You
head.
create your own punchline.
Yeah.
BYOP.
BYOP.
Bring your own punchline.
BYOPL.
We do a show called BYOP.
BYOPL.
Nobody knows what it's called, what it is. And then they get there and we tell them what it's for, what it stands for.
S.
What it stands for.
What stands for? We do it S, ampersand, R. What did you say?
Salmon Rye, do
and R.
BYOP.
S. Yeah. S.
Bring
ampersand
your
R.
own punchline.
Yeah. BYOP. BYOPL.
What's the L?
Line.
It's
a
make
long,
it one
It's
word.
a long bunch of letters.
Make it one word.
Bing bang, bing bang.
Just make it one word.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
I have to write this down? Yeah, sure.
before you forget.
That's a good idea before we start. Hey, Bobby, can you cut all that out? I don't do your end. I don't do it.
Bobby, did you have a voice crack there? What happened?
It's a hard day.
It's a hard day.
Yeah, he's been
What
traveling
have you
a lot.
done today? Oh, you traveling.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we're in a hotel right now.
trying to figure out the camera.
Right. That's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
I'm glad you traveled with us though, Bobby.
Yeah.
Even though I hate your
Yeah, thanks,
fucking
Bobby.
guts.
Thanks for taking your own car.
Yeah. Thanks for paying.
in your trunk.
Thanks for paying for our gas.
Thanks for being in the trunk. Thanks for paying for the gas, though.
And the
Appreciate that,
snacks.
bud.
That was great.
Appreciate that, bud.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you
You're
even
good.
though we
You're a good guy.
fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Even though you're the worst, you're okay.
I'm just gonna keep this up like this. Samurai. I can't even. Sam got a little too wry outside.
Oh my god.
Where's move? Oh no. Yeah. Okay. I'll just keep that up. We don't need to write anything down.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey guys, welcome back to the first episode.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Welcome back to the first episode.
Welcome back to the first episode, episode 1, season 1.
Sam and Rye do talking. I'm Sam,
She's Rye.
and that's Bobby behind the camera.
Hey, guys.
Don't give him any attention.
Yeah, we don't pay attention to him.
We'll introduce him,
We don't even want to talk to him.
but that's it.
He knows he's not supposed to interject into the intro.
Yeah,
You're not
into
supposed to
at any
introject,
time.
yeah.
At any time, even if we ask him a question, he's not actually supposed to say anything.
He's not.
Yeah,
We test him.
we test him
Yeah.
and he fails.
Yeah,
every
every
time, 100% of the time. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have a good record.
Yeah.
Best and worst part.
Best and worst part of my day or week? Are we doing this weekly? Or
Yeah.
I got it one for the day already.
Do you have one for the day?
I have it one for
Okay.
the day. Worst part. I had a pretty good day.
Yeah, it was a pretty good day.
Yeah.
What was your best part?
I think my best part when I was eating some rye bread outside.
All right.
That's gonna be the new code. When I was chewing on some rye bread
The
outside.
best part of your day was away from me.
Yeah, it's the only 5 minutes that I left you.
That's brutal.
And it was about another woman.
Yeesh. Doghouse.
No,
that's a recipe.
That's a recipe.
Okay, sorry.
That's a recipe.
You're outside.
This whole thing's a recipe.
Tell them what you told me.
So there I was.
Tell them what you told me.
Tell them what you told me. Okay, go. I went outside to eat my rye bread, and as I was sitting there, this nice lady walked by, and she was pushing a trolley full of recycling bins. Mm-hmm. She had to get off the sidewalk, and there was this weird ramp there that was wobbly. It was just this metal thing. Mm-hmm. So she finally traversed that. I asked her if she needed help. She said no. She had all these like big deformities on her face. Like she looked like she was so cute.
I was wondering if you were going to put that in.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna. Anyway, she was really hot. She's really hot. Oh right, I forgot I told you that when I got back in. Yeah, she was real gross.
Deformities everywhere.
Deformities everywhere. No, she's clearly had some brain trauma or something. Really sweet lady, or some sort of facial trauma, or some birth thing. Those are really the only three options.
All right.
And then she got stuck in the snow, and then so I ran away. I helped her to get to the recycling, and she said thank you, and it was just I don't know, it was just a nice little interaction. And then she blew me. Yeah, so that mouth felt real weird.
So that's your best part.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Worst part
of my day was hearing that story again. Hated it both times.
I like how you, if you were to listen to any of these episodes, Riley says "aw" all the time, and not once did you say "aw."
Nope.
Nope. Hate
didn't
the
like
story.
it. I didn't like the story.
It was nice.
No,
it was a nice little interaction with someone else in the world.
That's the best part of your day.
Ugh.
And we were hanging out. We were having so much fun.
We had a lot of fun.
We got breakfast.
Oh, that was pretty good. It was a great day. It was on my mind because it literally just happened. That was the last thing.
You don't get to take it back, and you don't get to backtrack that and pretend like you're the nice guy. I don't remember how great
breakfast was until you just reminded me. It was fantastic too.
Pretend like nice guys finish last. No, quit it. Quit it.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Well.
Worst part of my day right now.
You know what the best part of my day was?
What?
When you left. When you left for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Your worst party? That was your worst part of your day?
No, that was the best part.
Oh, well, same best part. Good for us.
We have the same best part.
Yeah. When we left each other.
What was your worst part? Did you say it?
Worst part. I don't know if I have a worst part. Oh, okay. I've got a worst part.
A week. You can do week.
No, I got a worst part of the day.
Okay.
I just remembered it. I remembered it, and then I was like, I hated that part of the day.
Okay. Interesting.
It was after I had a shower, and I washed my body with the hotel soap. We're in a hotel.
Yeah, we got put up in a hotel.
We're on the road.
At the Ritz.
On the Ritz. And my armpits still smell like armpits.
Yeah. So I also had a hotel shower, washed everything, got out and took a whiff of my pits, and I was like still smelly.
If my pits smell like that, I don't want to smell any other pit on my body.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who would right now? Well, apparently that lady outside. I don't think she could smell right. That nose did not look proper. She had no sense of smell anymore. I promise you.
Yeah. Lovely lady. No sense of smell. I'm surprised you could see. We're surprised she's around.
We're surprised she's still alive.
We're really proud of her right now. She got a job. She's walking. Whatever would have her bus hit her.
I think actually best part was probably breakfast for me.
That was a fun part. That was definitely top 2. It was so
fun. Continental breakfasts are the best. You get to go down there, see what they got.
Yeah, even if I didn't like the breakfast so much, I had so much fun at the continental breakfast.
It's the of it. Yeah. It's the of it. Yeah. You know what's that word?
It's the je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
It's the je ne sais quoi of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the worst part, was hearing that story. So
sensitive little duck today. Sensitive little duck.
I am offended.
My top 3 parts of the day. That lady. Number 1. For sure, number 1. Tied for second. Laying in bed all day with you watching Hunger Games. All of them.
Hunger Games.
We got to come to a hotel. We drove 6 hours to come to a hotel.
Channels.
And watch the Hunger Games
There's
all day.
There's literally no channels. That's the only show I even know what it is.
I was the first person to go outside today out of the 2 of us.
Yeah.
And what time is it?
Like
3 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. We came to this hotel. We haven't even been in the pool. Water slides closed.
It feels like, what's the point?
I love swimming. Let's go swimming after this. Let's go swimming after the pod.
Okay.
Sam and Roddy swimming.
If there's enough time, I guess.
Like this is the ride we're getting today. I guess.
Oh man. All right.
I was just kidding. We'll cut this out. Bobby, cut this out.
Bobby, I swear to God, if you leave this in, you're dead to me.
Can I say
No. Stop. Shut the fuck.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up, Bobby.
Bobby. Oh my God.
I can clear this up really quick. Bobby, shut the fuck up. It's Bobby behind the camera, guys.
Bobby behind the camera being annoying as ever.
Yeah. Sounds like the show's called Bobby Behind the Camera. Does talking right now. That's what it sounds like, Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby does talking. That's not what it's called. It's not the title.
Bobby behind the camera interrupts in front of the camera is what is happening.
Yeah, and annoys everybody, and everyone hates him.
Bobby stays behind the camera.
It's called Bobby Don't Come Out from under that camera.
From under that camera. No, he's under the camera.
Under that camera.
I just like to be sneaky.
He has the camera on his head. That's the tripod.
Oh, yeah. He's under the camera. Yeah. He's just a GoPro.
We didn't buy him a tripod.
Yeah. He always figures how to turn it on, though. He hasn't figured out how to turn it on yet.
Yeah, he hasn't figured it out yet. Well, maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Who knows?
We should take a picture. This is a cute little setup. This is a nice hotel room.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's big.
It's spacious. A big hotel room. 2 beds, 2 TVs, and 2 beds.
Crazy.
A sofa, a chair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lamps.
I think this is a pull-out couch. Did you notice?
What?
All these lamps, no overhead lights.
No overhead lights, yeah.
Did you notice that?
But there's room for lights right there and there.
Isn't that interesting?
It's real interesting.
So many lamps.
So many lamps, and all black and white photos of just things.
Yeah.
A bridge.
All black and white. That's classy.
Yeah.
That is classy.
This is classy. I like the wallpaper.
Really?
Yeah, this has been sponsored by the Best Western Plus. The Plus means they have a waffle maker.
A waffle maker. They don't have a
waffle maker. Sorry, they got a pancake machine, which is pretty fun.
You know what I like in this hotel room?
What do you like?
The mini fridge has its own separate freezer section.
Yeah. Oh, like you can open it up separately?
Yeah, usually it's just the one door, and then there's like that little thing at the top.
The frozen void up top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one has its own freezer. Not that I'm freezing anything.
Not that we're freezing anything.
But it's just nice to know.
Yeah. Fresh food for us, baby, on the road.
Yeah. Only the best.
Only the best fresh food.
Yeah.
We had fat boy burgers. Little fat boy burgers.
Big bitch boy burgers.
Little bitch boy burgers. Big and fat bitch boy burgers. They were good. They were great. Great burgers.
Yeah.
Go see them. Little fat bitch boy burgers.
Highly recommend.
Great milkshakes. A+, 5 stars.
5 stars. Did you want to? You had something about saddest movies?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you a question about. We were talking a while ago about like the saddest movies in our lives. Like,
yeah.
But is there a saddest scene? What's the saddest scene in any movie? What's your top 1 or top 3 saddest scenes that are your favorite, or I guess least? Or like, which ones make you cry?
You know,
The Notebook.
The Notebook.
Which scene though gets you?
The one where she remembers him and then they dance and then she's like, "Let's get out of here, huh? Let's just get a car and go."
When she's old,
yeah. And then
Punch
she
you in the freaking gut.
They're hugging and then she forgets why, like everything.
Yeah.
And then they like part a little bit and she looks at him and goes, "Who are you?" And I go, Pfft. Just waterworks. As soon as she says that, she goes, "Who are you?"
Oh, and then right after she starts screaming at him.
She starts screaming.
That's so sad.
It's so sad. And then he's crying.
It's heartbreaking.
Oh.
I hate a heartbreaking sad.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really a spoiler. So that's good.
We
didn't say spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
But it's not much of a spoiler.
Hey Bobby, can you add in a spoiler alert before? Watch it. Okay, ready? Okay, break. 1, 2, 3. Spoiler alert. All right, clip that and put it before. I don't edit video. I don't edit anything.
Yeah, this isn't video, Bobby. We're talking about editing our sound.
Who does the audio?
Yeah. Did you hire a ringer? Don't answer the question. I don't answer the fucking question. If you don't shut up, I'm gonna come over there.
Maybe that's why Barry was so bad.
Because he's the audio guy?
He's the audio guy. Didn't know.
We didn't know. We fired him.
Yeah. Hired him back for camera. He's the audio guy. Apparently this fucking guy hired him for being audio.
I do not know what's going on back there, but I'm sick of it. Mm-hmm. Behind the scenes.
Barry and Bobby behind the camera.
Behind the camera.
Barry and Bobby behind the camera.
Whatever going on behind that camera.
What was that voice we did earlier?
I don't know.
It was some hillbilly one.
Not the I'll tell you what.
No, it was later than that. It was just it was earlier today, I thought.
I have no idea.
Okay, saddest movie. So you got Notebook?
Yes.
Okay, any other scenes from the Notebook make you cry?
Like the ending, but not as hard as that part. That part is so sad.
What about the I'll never quit you part?
I'll never quit you?
I can't quit you. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
From the Notebook. He says, "I can't quit you." When Ryan Gosling says to
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, it's not Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh yeah, that's from Brokeback Mountain.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Sorry.
Jesus. Do you have
yeah, is that top 3 or what? You got Brokeback Mountain, you got Notebook,
and you got... I didn't say Brokeback Mountain.
What was the third one?
I've never seen it.
What was the third one?
I don't have a second or a third.
Oh, okay. That's just your saddest. Yeah, I got one. It's there's a scene in Brokeback Mountain.
Oh my goodness.
It's on I Am Sam.
Okay.
Have you told you this?
Maybe.
Sean Penn. He plays a guy with severe autism, which is before they were allowed to do that. Weren't allowed to do that, which is so good. He was so good in it. It's all Beatles songs, all covers of Beatles songs. And it's Dakota Fanning when she's little. And it's his daughter. He like knocks up a stripper or a prostitute or something. And she has the baby, gives it to him, runs away. So he has this little baby he's raising because of severe autism. And eventually something happens where someone reports him for something. And then they ended up taking her away. And so he's trying to do everything he can to get her back.
Right.
But he has severe autism.
Right.
And he's going to it's the first time he's never seen his kid. And it's her birthday. And he's trying to bring her a cake. And so but he's late for the bus or something because he can't drive. So he gets there and he's running with this cake and he's running around the corner. What? This is a long story.
I'm sorry. I got lost.
Okay, where are you?
He's got autism and he's trying to get his daughter back.
Trying to get his daughter back.
But I don't remember why she's gone.
She just got taken away because he has severe autism.
Okay.
Okay. And he's running there and he slips. He's right before he gets there. He's bringing this cake for her birthday and he slips to the top of a staircase and he bails. He goes down like 7 or 8 steps, lands at the bottom on his face. Cake goes everywhere. And I remember trying to learn how to cry because I couldn't. Once I stopped crying as a kid, I could never cry again.
Yeah, you got some trauma.
Yeah, so I remember that scene almost got me. So I would watch that scene on repeat and I'd feel the tears coming up and I'm like, they're almost there. And I'd click back again and it would never come. But
so not not a crying scene then.
No, that's not a crying scene.
Oh.
What do you mean?
I thought we were talking about crying in movies.
No, what makes you cry, I said.
But what makes you cry is what I asked, and you said that, but it doesn't.
That's the saddest. I said that's the saddest scene.
Oh, you've just never cried in a movie?
Yeah.
That's weird. Have you watched Marley and Me?
Oh, that's a sad one, too.
Did you cry?
I think I may have cried at Marley and Me. I can't remember a specific scene, though. It's just a dead dog movie. So I don't really count dead dog movies.
No, you have to count dead dog movies.
No, they're all so sad. I refuse to watch them. If it's about a dog, I go, I'm not going to watch it.
But you watch Marley and Me.
Have you seen A Dog's Life?
Yeah.
Where they kill a dog immediately? Spoilers. Bobby, do the spoilers throughout. 1, 2, 3. Spoiler alert. All right, clip that and put it before. They kill the dog immediately. They heat kill it in the car, whatever it's called.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Beginning of the movie. And the rest of the movie is just him dying again.
Yeah, he dies over and over and he becomes a new dog.
So sad. I hate seeing a dog die.
Yeah, but you still have to count those movies.
I don't count those movies. They're too sad. They're made to be sad.
Yeah, that's the point. You still count them in your saddest movies.
It's like sad porn. That's sad porn where it's just compilation of sad cum shots.
We are on different pages.
Yeah, that's just too many sad things immediately, you know?
Listen.
It's easy.
I have to argue you here with this one.
What?
Because I didn't cry at A Dog's Life. I teared up at Marley and Me, but I cry at other things. Like, I'm an easy crier.
You're an easy crier.
Those movies didn't make me fully cry.
You're a monster.
Therefore, they count.
Yeah, they count. You're right. You're a monster.
They count.
Sure, then they count and you're a monster.
They count, and I'm a normal human being.
Asterisk, you're a monster, and yeah, sure. Then all of those are sad.
I teared up at Marley and Me. I wasn't comfortable crying at the time.
I think mine counts because I wasn't close to crying at all. And then that movie.
You said you cried during Marley and Me.
Yeah, that's when I already.
You don't count it.
That's because I have since then have learned to be emotional. I get sad at commercials now. Oh my god, so saddest part.
But you don't cry. You cry.
There's a Canadian Tire commercial where there's a little girl. Oh, I might cry telling you this commercial.
Oh my god!
I take it away. No. This commercial is the saddest commercial.
Oh my god!
It's a little girl, and she's got a hockey jersey on. She's holding her stick, or she's looking at her jersey or something, and she looks at her dad and she goes, "Dad, what number did you wear?" And he's like, 7, kid. And she just looks at her jersey and just nods her head. Does that, and for some reason I just start bawling.
Is her jersey number 7?
She's wondering what number she should choose.
Oh.
She asked her dad what number he was, and I'm crying right now.
Sam.
That's the dream. That would be the dream. Ugh.
That's so funny. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, so that commercial is probably my saddest.
Jesus.
Bit of cinema.
And you actually cried when it came on the first time?
The first time, it ruined me.
Oh my god.
What is this commercial?
Oh my god.
And then I went on YouTube to watch it again. I forgot. I should watch that when I want to be sad. I heard someone did that. He said it really helps his depression. And he was like he's a Navy SEAL, and he had PTSD, and he said something that helped his depression was, he's like, when you start entering that depression, you need to release that. Like, you need to just cry immediately. It's like throwing up. You'll feel better once you throw up. You'll feel better once you cry. And so he goes on and he watches all these like America's Got Talent stuff. Watches the inspirational stuff, and he cries. Maybe I should watch that commercial.
I don't know. I don't feel like it helps that much. It does.
You're like, I cry all the time.
I cry all the time.
It never helps me.
And I feel like it doesn't help. Like, it kind of feels bad. Honestly, crying at night is nice because it feels nice to go to bed after a good cry. So
tired, yeah.
Makes you tired and your eyes are all puffy.
Do you have a good morning after a cry?
It depends. It's not up to like, oh, I cried, now I feel better.
Yeah, I feel terrible after I cry.
Yeah,
but maybe days after I would feel
trauma,
better.
Though.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I try to repel crying like I try to repel throwing up. But I've learned I had to call an ambulance because I tried not to throw up for so long. I was having a heart attack. My blood pressure tanked. Like the paramedics, my friends walked in, and they were like, "Hey, Sam," and they said I looked the worst they've ever seen anybody. And I was like, "I can walk to the ambulance," and they're like, "You can't. Don't stand up. Please sit down." They said I was sheet white, and I am an olive skin tone.
Did you ever throw up that night?
Oh yeah.
Did they give you something?
They gave me something after. Oh, and once I started throwing up, I couldn't stop until I was past it. I thought I was going to die that night.
Jesus.
I was clutching my chest. My ex-wife, who's a nurse, was terrified. She thought I was dying. I had all the symptoms of a heart attack. And so what I found out was it was called esophageal spasms. Okay. And it mimics a heart attack. Yeesh. So exact same symptoms of like crushing chest pain. It felt like something was like an elephant was on my chest. So that's when I learned you apparently supposed to just throw up.
Just throw up.
Just throw up.
Don't
that's what the doctor
back.
told me. They gave me something called Pink Lady. So good. Which is like Pepto-Bismol and lidocaine.
And that makes you throw up?
No, it makes you feel real good.
Oh.
It numbs everything inside of you.
Oh. Interesting. Mm-hmm. It numbs everything?
Yeah, it's lidocaine. That's what they put in before they do stitches.
I've never gotten stitches.
Well, you're not a snitch.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're always pretty upfront.
I would never.
Yeah. All right. Happiest part in a movie. Just kidding. I don't care. I don't care what your happiest part in a movie.
Happiest part. The time you smiled the biggest.
But we were talking about Bing Bong Bing Bong. Mm-hmm. That's a super sad part of a movie.
It's a sad part. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember if I cried though. I can't remember that.
I probably didn't cry. Oh man, that whole movie's so sad. When she's going through her childhood trauma, she's losing her memories. Ugh, I can't handle this podcast right now. I'm gonna cry. This podcast is gonna be my worst.
I thought that movie was super interesting, and it like
explained your brain.
Yeah,
me too.
I thought it was cool that it felt like real. Yeah. Like, oh, that's what's happening.
I've got a bunch of depression, a few depression and anxiety ones.
Yeah, islands.
Yeah.
Whole islands for depression and anxiety. Yeah. They have their own island.
This one's just called Wall Island.
Where there's a wallop.
It just protects up. Yeah, protects up. I just protects up. Where there's a wallop.
Protects up. Where there's a wallop.
I told you the other day, I'm like, I've got a wallop. And like, I'm like, oh, you just uncovered a wallop I have. Or I have whatever. And you're like, what's a wallop?
What's a wallop?
I'm like, a wallop. And she's like, what's a wallop?
I was like, I don't get it. What is a wallop?
And I was like, a wall. Up.
Oh, not a wallop.
Got a big wallop.
I thought you had a growth or something.
It hurt as much as a wallop.
Yeah. Trauma always does.
Yep.
It'll get you.
Physical trauma. Get a good walloping. I'm sure our parents had some wallopins.
Wallopins?
Did your parents have any wallopins or wallops?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't talk seriously, so.
Yeah, I know. That sounds like trauma. We can't be serious.
We can't be serious ever. I either have a story for you or we can go into how we met.
You do story.
You want me to tell you a story?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story.
Yeah.
It's about the first party that I went to.
Okay.
It was in grade 8. And I went to a birthday party, and I thought it was like any other birthday party. Mm-hmm. So I brought a little gift, and I went to my friend's house in grade 8. How old are you in grade 8? 12, 13?
13, yeah.
So I probably was 12.
Yeah.
And
14.
14, so I probably was 13.
Yeah.
Got there, and then I saw that immediately they were like, oh, we're going to have alcohol at this party.
Yeah.
And the parents were supervising, so whatever, they like were okay with it. And they were like, yeah, you guys can have alcohol. I immediately called my parents.
That's amazing.
And I was like, they have alcohol here, and I need you to come pick me up. And you know what my mom said? She said, just stay there for a bit. And if you still want me to pick you up in like an hour, then I will. But just stay there and enjoy. You don't have to drink. Just enjoy the party with your friends. And I'll come pick you up if you still want me to in an hour. Pretty sure I called her in an hour, and I was like, please come pick me up.
Please come pick me up. I am not interested. There's a dead kid. Kid's been killed.
It was a real tame little birthday party. Like, it was still the same kind of, like, just kids dancing around and whatever.
Were you the only one that felt that way?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cute.
I was so uncomfortable, and I wanted to leave so bad.
Were you, or are you, I guess because your family never really drank, so you're really uncomfortable with alcohol?
We never really drank. I mean, I'd known my dad to have drinks once in a while.
Yeah, but around you, like, since they had you guys, they didn't really have too many drinks. Like, they weren't always having drinks.
No, there's not a lot of alcohol around. But they were also, like, my parents were also very much like, just drink. If you're going to drink, do it. It's fine. Just do it responsibly. Like, don't
drink. Do it. It's fine.
They supplied me with alcohol.
It's not fine.
Like, they're not going to stop me. They know they're not going to stop a teenager, so they may as well have the open conversation and be like,
oh, totally.
It's fine, but always make sure you're calling me to pick you up. Don't ever get in the car with a drunk driver.
I thought there was like, if you want to do it, it's fine. Alcohol is totally fine for you as a kid.
I wasn't done my sentence. No, but they were like, and take our alcohol instead of going there and drinking somebody else's because you don't know what's in it. So they supplied alcohol when I did start drinking, which really was kind of never.
Yeah.
I would take like one cooler to a party and then just hold it the whole time.
Cute.
Just so that nobody was like,
any empties I can bring? I can just
what?
Do you have any empties I can bring? I don't want to hold all this fluid all day.
I think I brought like Gatorade one time and I just said that there was alcohol in it.
They're like, nice. This is like half vodka.
Half vodka, half tequila.
Half vodka, half electrolytes. So I can keep going.
Boot and rally.
Yeah. Hydrate and dehydrate. You're right.
Equals it out.
No hangover. That's what I do. Bacon and this the night before.
Bacon and this. But yeah, I just thought that was a funny story. Do you have any funny like party stories or anything?
Not only do I have a funny story for you, check this out.
What?
The first party I went to.
Yeah.
8th grade.
Really?
And they were bobbing for apples. We were having fun. It was like boys and girls.
Yeah.
It was really
ours
fun.
Was boys and girls too.
Yeah, and like seemed like it was gonna be a good party. And then someone brought out a beer, so it was my first time with alcohol. It was in grade 8 at the party.
That's funny.
And they go, let's pass it around. We'll all drink this one beer, and I refused.
We are so similar.
And I was the only one that refused in that party.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so
crazy.
Funny.
I was afraid that I was so terrified
you were gonna go to hell.
No, I wasn't worried about that. I never drank at all for the longest time. But because I was raised Mormon, I wasn't really Mormon then, but I still just didn't like alcohol. I thought my brain would go crazy if I had a little bit of alcohol. I thought I'd get drunk immediately, and I wouldn't know what that was like, and I might go crazy. And
oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so I was terrified of alcohol.
Yeah.
And then I felt like, I was like, maybe we should put it back. I think you guys should put it back. I don't think you guys should split that. Like, we're getting in trouble. And then I felt like I was an undercover. I had to be like, we're totally cool. I thought the teachers were going to bust us at some point.
That's
like,
so
that they would find out somehow. And then I would get pulled down in that ring. And I was trying to stop it, and they wouldn't believe me, and I was going to go down for that crime. I thought that was going to happen. Or a parent was going to find out.
The people at my party, when I left, they were nervous that, like, me and my parents were going to call the cops or something. And I was like, oh.
No, me too. I thought they were going to kill me. They were going to kill me. I had to watch my back for the next
while. So they texted me afterwards, and I had to say, don't worry about it. My parents didn't care at all. I'm the one that was just uncomfortable, and I just didn't want to be there. But, yeah.
That's really funny.
What was I going to say?
I didn't call my parents, though. I stayed.
You didn't? You stayed?
Stayed.
That's good on you, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm more embarrassed about doing that. Having to call.
After that party, I was like, well, I want to have my own parties that have no alcohol.
Right.
So I would throw parties that had no alcohol.
Right.
And I would think that I was funny.
It's BYOA.
I had an Easter party where we hid Easter eggs all over my yard.
Yeah.
And like in the house and stuff. And I invited all my friends over and they thought there was going to be alcohol.
That's so funny. You're like, it's an Easter party.
And then we went hunting for Easter eggs.
You're going to get drunk on chocolate.
On chocolate. On fun.
On fun. You're going to be hungover because you're going to be so tired by the end of the day.
They're popping open the eggs thinking there's like mini alcohol in there. I'm like, ha ha, no. Chocolate.
Gummy bears.
Candy.
Jelly beans.
Might want to keep that one.
Well, that's a chocolate bunny. That's a rare one.
That's a rare one.
There's only 3 of those.
Oh, you got the peeps.
Ooh,
marshmallow peeps.
Someone found my room. You go in my room. Those are for me later. My room is off limits. If you could put those back.
Please put those back.
Yeah, my room is off limits.
That's so funny that
you didn't find anything else in there, did you?
That we did that at the same age. That's so funny.
That is so funny. It's 10 years apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird.
Crazy. How strange.
Mm-hmm. Do you do bobbing for apples too?
No. That's an old.
And then we watched Angel Eyes.
No idea what that is.
Jennifer Lopez, I think. Or write in. Tell me who's in it. Sam still doesn't have the internet.
No idea who that is.
Who is an Angel Eyes? Jennifer Lawrence? No. Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo, not J-Law.
Yeah.
And sorry, I got Jennifer Lawrence on the brain because we just watched a billion hours of her.
Yeah.
And you look just like her.
Aww.
And I can't remember what I was saying.
I get that a lot.
You do get that a lot.
I don't remember you saying either. Did you have something that you wanted to say?
I said I have. It depends on what we're doing at the end. Are we going to talk about how we met? Because if we have something how we met, I have something interesting to tell you.
Oh, right.
That you don't know about us. Or about me.
Okay.
Yeah. Really.
So, you want to talk about how we met?
If you'd like to.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's tell him the story.
Let's let him in. Give him the goods.
Yeah.
Let's give him the deets.
Let's give him something good. Let's give him something juicy this time.
What time are we at? Bobby?
Yeah? Yeah. Do you not get it?
You're supposed to nod. Bobby.
Nods and shakes only.
Good. He's listening. Okay. Continue.
Okay. How we met. So we met at the FE, the comedy club.
Met at a comedy club. At your first time doing comedy.
Yeah. So it was my very first time trying comedy.
Yeah.
I was so nervous.
Can we lead up? Any lead up?
What kind of lead up do you want? Everybody always told me to try comedy.
We were both done dating. We were not we were not done. We were not dating. I was a recluse. I had quit comedy for a long time. Yeah. I had not started doing comedy again. Yeah. And what were you doing a few months before?
I was just working and I wasn't even thinking about trying it. Like I had no, I don't know. I've always kind of wanted to try it, but like.
And were you dating?
Not dating. I was single for like a year and a half-ish.
On purpose?
On purpose. Okay. Didn't want to date anybody. I was kind of done with dating and I just wanted to be single forever. And I was like, I'm way happier by myself.
Right.
And I love myself too much to date anybody. I don't want to put any energy into something.
Right.
I was super not interested. So then I went to try comedy for myself and lo and behold, there he was.
There I was.
I was supposed to... Do you have any more backstory?
Yeah, I was dating a girl. I broke up with her a few months before we met. And because I needed to focus on my kids and being a good dad and getting my life back together. She was it was a long distance relationship. Yeah. And so it was hard to maintain that. Comedy got really hard because I had to do comedy. I was doing comedy in Kelowna, going there, and it was just a lot. And I just wanted to focus on being a good dad and figuring out my life a little bit. Yeah. So ended that relationship, decided to be single completely and just like no apps, nothing. I didn't want to date anybody. Yeah. Yeah. I had no dating apps or anything. Right. I was not interested. Yeah. I shut it down. And then I decided to try comedy. I'm not going to lie. Every once in a while when you're lonely, I download all the apps, sign up do all the things, swipe, hate it so much, delete it all.
I was banned, so
yeah, you got
I didn't
banned.
have the option.
How many have you been banned from?
Oh, the big 3. The main 3.
That's so funny.
So if you guys are listening, please unban me. No, just kidding.
You just go on Grindr and you're like, anyone buy?
Please unban me.
Anyone
I am
buy
done
as
with
well?
Sam. No. So anyways.
Okay, so yeah, and then I had stopped doing comedy. My friend was coming into town, and I was working, and I found these. I had found these bears. This little lady gave me these bears that she made by hand.
Yeah.
And they had these weird faces on them. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I could do a bit about this. Maybe I'll go up and do that for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I decided to go to see my friend.
I was supposed to go, I think, 4th.
Yeah.
Ernie came up to me. He was so nice. Mm-hmm. Ernie was so nice. I'm so glad that was my first time.
You were shitting your pants.
I was so scared.
Yeah.
I drank a bunch before, and I got my brother to drive me because I didn't think I was going to be able to do it without alcohol.
Were you dizzy?
And I never drink.
Right.
I literally never drink. So I drank a bunch, got my brother to drive me and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And we got there. I signed up. Ernie was the best.
That's great.
He was so great.
Ernie's the best.
He signed me up and he was so nice. And then I went and sat down and then he came and sat beside me. And he was like, is this your first time? And he's like, are you nervous? Are you excited? And then he's like, you're going to go 4th. You're going to go after that guy. He pointed out like the guy that I was going to go after.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's so nice. And he's like, you're going to do great in 5 minutes. But like he explained everything so good. And I know that every time after that, every new person that's come is like, doesn't know about the light, doesn't know about the timing. And I'm like, I'm so glad that Ernie was on his game.
Oh, he was on his game that day.
Yeah. So I got really lucky.
He was like, oh my God, a girl. We need to protect her.
We need to protect her. But yeah, I was supposed to go 4th.
Yeah.
And then Ernie went up and he was hosting and he was like, sorry, I hope people don't hate me for this, but I'm going to change up the order a little bit. Yeah. And then he brought you out in my spot.
Right.
Which is crazy because I left right after.
Right.
So I would not have seen me, your set.
If you had, because you left, you literally walked off stage and left.
Yeah. So
no,
it's crazy that you went in my spot right before me.
You.
So I got to watch you. I wasn't paying attention much, but I do remember that you were the funniest and you looked the most professional up there.
Heard of her first.
Heard of her first.
Heard of her first.
I'm the funniest. But yeah, I remember your bit about the bears and how you turned it around and you're like, see, terrifying.
Yeah, because it looks the same. It looks the same from the front as it does the back. And she made this lady. She's so disabled. She made them by hand.
Yeah.
And in the front, they're so cute. They're hand knit. They're all stuffed, and they look like adorable little. They got white heads, and they look like they're wearing clothes that she's knitted for them. And they're beautiful. They're so soft. But she didn't want any kids because she dropped them off at the ambulance station for the paramedics to give to sick kids. And so she didn't want kids to choke on eyes or nose or a mouth or anything
with buttons. Or anything, yeah.
So she, instead of putting buttons, she drew on them with a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Not well, just a black Sharpie, 2 dots for the eyes, a dot for the nose, and a big smiley face. It looked like it was haunted. It looks like, and I had so many of them. I have a box of them because she kept dropping them off, and she was so disabled she couldn't drop them off herself. Oh. So her less disabled friend would drop them off at the ambulance station. And we were like, we can't give these to kids. They'll still terrify them. And then I said, can we give it to the bad ones? The bad kids? But yeah, it was so sweet. And so I took them home. My kids got them.
Yeah, you gave 2 to me.
She made this dog that looks
cute.
like a dying rat.
Oh, funny.
I have that. I got that one for Scout. And then I had a matching green set, and I gave that to you.
Yeah, that was so cute.
But anyway, so I was holding up, I was explaining that whole story to the crowd, and everyone's like, oh, and then I said, but she drew on it with Sharpie, and it's terrifying. And that was funny. And then
very memorable.
And then the your Truman Show camera zoomed in on your face, and it went, and then it went back to me, and I was slow motion just pointing to people on stage.
Driving?
And then it was really glowing around my eyes, my head.
Yeah, there was a nice glow to you.
And I kept shaking, my beard spotlight. My beard was flowing nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you had a beard then. Because you were still in the...
Oh yeah, I was working. Yeah. Because I had a job.
Yeah. But yeah, so then I went up. What's your impression of me when I went up?
Oh, so
yeah, here we go.
I hadn't met you before this. I came in late. I think the first or second person was already up. And I was like, can I just go on so I can leave? I don't want to stay. I just want to hang out with my friend.
Yeah.
And you went up. Did you go up immediately after?
Like I was the next person because you took my spot.
Right.
So then Ernie brought me up right after you.
Right. I was sitting in the back with my friend, with Matt Baker, great comedian. Check him out. At Matt Baker or whatever. I don't know. All right. Riley, you're great though. We were sitting there making fun of you because you decided to wear beige Crocs with white socks.
Yeah, probably.
And you had light gray pants on.
I think they were the white pants.
Were they what? Oh yeah. I
think they were full white sweatpants.
What color is the sweatshirt?
No, I was wearing the Paul McCartney.
Yeah,
shirt.
What color is it? Oh, yeah, okay. So you had white sweatpants on and a white Paul McCartney sweater, and you just had your hands in your pockets, and you look like you did not want to be up there.
I had my glasses on.
You had your glasses
and
on.
My hair up.
Yeah, you were very cute, but initially, we were just making fun of you for saying that you look like you're always preparing for finals.
Yeah,
you're always studying for exams.
That was very funny.
Yeah, and we were riffing on that a while, and then we couldn't talk to each other because everyone was laughing so hard.
That's so.
And so I started listening, and then I was like, "Holy shit, this girl's so funny."
Where were you sitting? In the front or the back?
We were sitting in the very back.
Oh, okay.
And we watched you murder for 5 minutes. Your very first time going up, and you were the cutest person.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So after I went up, I immediately walked out the door.
Yeah.
I actually had somewhere to be, which is what I was doing, was just stopping by to do that, and then I was going to leave anyways.
Yeah.
But you thought that I was like,
I saw you get up and leave. Like you looked like you were about to go outside and barf.
Yeah.
Like you walked past, so you sat down for a second, and then you guys got up and walked past us.
Yes.
And you didn't look at us. You didn't look at anybody. You just went straight to the back and looked like you were going to barf outside.
Yeah.
And I saw that no one saw that you had left. And I hadn't done comedy forever. And I wasn't running the show. I wasn't the host or anything.
Yeah.
And I noticed that no one saw you leave. And I'm like, is no one going to go tell her she was funny? Mm-hmm. Because she needs to know she was very funny. And so, and then I waited. And I was like, I asked her, is that weird? And is it weird to run after this person? And yeah, so no. And then I was waiting for a little bit. And no one got up, so then I just ran after you.
Yeah, and so I was like in the middle of the parking lot, and I hear Paul McCartney.
Hey, Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
Hey, Paul McCartney.
And I turned around, you shook my hand, and you said, I just want to tell you, you're really funny.
That was really funny.
And
you should come back.
You should come back any Wednesday. And I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And then it was so nice.
I found out that after your brother, because your brother was with you.
Yeah.
Was that Amy with him too?
Yeah.
Oh, cute. I didn't know Amy was there.
Yeah.
He was like, the real comedian said you were funny.
Yeah, he was telling everybody, even the real comedian ran out after her and said she was funny. Because you were seriously the most professional and the funniest
that's nice
person out there. You were just like so seasoned. You were so good.
Oh, that's so nice.
We were like, oh shit, this is a real deal.
That's so cute. That's so nice.
Yeah.
But I thought that was funny. The comedian told you you're funny.
So
you murdered. You were so funny. And then you came back, and I came back you got me to come back to comedy for a while.
Yeah.
And I was so excited when Julian was there on the first day too, and I was like, oh, because you'd left, and then Julian went up right after you.
Yeah, I didn't see him the first
this
night.
little 16-year-old kid murdered.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is happening right now? It really changed since I left.
But yeah, so you were the one that made me come back the next week. Like I might have.
And you destroyed again.
Aw, you're so nice. And
it was frustrating.
And then
I was like, all right, Riley, settle down. You don't have to prepare that much. I'm trying so hard.
And then
it's unbecoming, Riley. Stop trying to be so hard. What were you saying? And then
the Sean thing. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, can I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was walking. You're right. So after I was walking with Sean, and he goes, I go, I'm really worried. And he goes, why? You're worried you're gonna try to sleep with Riley? And I said, we're gonna fall in love with Riley.
Aww, it's so cute.
You're so funny, and all your jokes were about death. You did a baby coffin joke that murdered the room. It was so funny. It was a small room too. There's only like 10. There's only what 20 people in there.
Yeah.
And it destroyed. It was such a good baby coffin joke.
There's a lot of baby coffin jokes out there, but yours was so good.
A new take on baby coffins, you know? I've just been tired. It's really hacky at this point, actually.
Like everybody has one in their pocket.
The same view on it. You're fresh. I like your fresh take.
So funny.
And I like how you ended with you can think about that if you ever have to shop for one and you might giggle. Is how you ended it. It was that's how you ended it. Yeah. I can't remember your joke right now, but it's so funny.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
And did you host the third one I went to?
The third one, yeah.
So then
I was so excited to do that.
Aww.
I didn't want to do comedy at all, and I was so excited to host for you and Julian and my friends, and I think Verge came or something like that too. And
that's so nice. Did you add me on Facebook after the second one though?
Third one? I don't know.
No, I think you added me on after the second one.
Was it? Yeah. Okay.
I feel like it might have been.
Oh, it was the second one because you murdered again. I was like, all right, she's really funny. That wasn't a fluke. Because the other impressive thing, she went the following week, brand new comic. She murders her first 5 minutes that she does, and then ends on a high note. Comes back the next week, different 5 minutes, murders again. And then you did that the third week when I hosted for you, destroyed again.
I did another new 5 minutes.
It was one of the best shows we've ever had.
I think I did a new 5 minutes for like 2 months straight.
Yeah, it was insane. And there was a few shows where like everyone murdered. It was great.
Yeah. Super fun.
Yeah.
But you added me on Facebook.
We murdered.
We just fucking crushed it.
And you wanted to vomit and you hated every single one. You were so depressed.
I wasn't doing great.
So I texted you and I didn't know. I had to ask. Sean knew your name was Riley, I think. So I was able to look you up that way. And I can't remember what I just said you were funny or something. Or I asked you how you got into comedy. Because
the first thing you said was like, you did great tonight, so funny or something. And then I went, thanks, I had a lot of fun. And then you started getting into conversation. I was like, oh, this guy wants to chat.
I just wanted to chat.
Because Sean also added me and said something like that. And I said, thanks. And then he didn't answer. So I was like, okay.
You got nice legs.
All right.
You got a pretty mouth.
And then I think Ernie also added me. And there was just people saying like, oh, good job and stuff. So then I was like, I thought that's all it was. I thought you guys were all just being nice.
Supportive and stuff like that, yeah.
But you were trying to get in.
I wasn't trying to get in. I was really interested. No, because you legitimately were writing jokes already. So I was like, what? And they were such good, tight one-liners that I said, what seasons of Saturday Night Live did you watch growing up? Like, when did you start watching Saturday Night Live? Those are Weekend Update type. Like, they were great jokes. Yeah. They were perfect jokes.
Yeah, I grew up on Weekend Update and stuff.
And I called it.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah, so funny.
That's very funny. But yeah, we started chatting.
And the reason I did that was because you were the first. I've never met anyone that was similar to me. Like similar in like you were playful. You were really playful and really dark.
Yeah.
Usually, if people are really dark, they're just sad.
Right.
And so it's just a really interesting take on everything that you talked about. And it was the first time I remember being like, "This. She sounds exactly like me. That's crazy." And that's why I thought that we would. That I'm like she. And then the more I dug, the more I found out that you were exactly like me. And then I found out that your mom looked at my TikTok and she watched through all those. And she said that I was just like you.
Yeah, this was like, I don't even know. We might have hung out like once at this point, and we were just like friends, whatever. And then my mom looked at your TikToks because she saw your comedy.
Yeah.
She thought you were funny. She knew that we were starting to be friends, whatever.
Heard her first firks.
So she watched your TikToks and she was like, you guys are the same person. And I was like,
same type of comedy. It's so weird.
Yeah, even like when you were on stage the first night and you did the whole terrifying thing, me and my brother looked at each other and we laughed. And I think it was like, that sounds like something
you would say. You guys would say, your brother's similar too.
Yeah, so funny.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then I met your family and it was like hanging out with like aunts and uncles and stuff. Like that kind of my family, how they talk and how they act towards each other. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all very similar.
Real cute.
Similar.
Real cute. And then are we talking about anything else, or just that day that we met? We started becoming friends because I found out immediately how incredibly depressed you were.
Yeah.
And then I was just like I was like, hey, you need to stop doing comedy. You're on a tightrope right now in your life. You gotta figure that thing out first, because you were hating comedy, and comedy was making you like real depressed. I
thought that I was loving it, but then afterwards was just really hard.
You would tank after.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with me too. Every time it went well, it was awful. I hated it.
Yeah, it's really hard. Roller coaster.
It took me years to figure out how to handle my depression after shows. Because I would tank. I liked a worse show than a really good show. A really good show would destroy me for weeks.
A bad show leaves you like feeling so like the same.
Yeah.
Like you don't get any high or any low.
Yeah, you're like,
You just kind of leave, because I left a bad show and came to your house after and was like, okay.
It's a blow. It's a quick blow. It's one blow. It's like getting hit with a bat. And then a good show for me I don't know if it's because you finish it, and if you never experienced it before, it's like doing cocaine or something. And then you have a crash after. And the crash is what kills. So you have a really great night to 2 nights, a few days, whatever. And then the problem is that doing it so rurally, I rurally do that.
But you do it so rurally.
The problem is you do it rurally. You can't do it every day. You can't do it. You can't do it multiple times a day. So then you're just sitting, waiting, and your dopamine depletes. Or if you have depression, your dopamine depletes. And then I just felt terrible. I felt like I was hungover for like a week. I had a really bad depression for like weeks after. I would quit comedy every time I'd had a great show. Like, it was awful. I didn't know how to handle it. So, but it wasn't similar. But that's why I also thought we were quite similar. Every time we talked, you were going through stuff that I had always gone through as a kid.
Yeah.
And then no one really understood that part, just because I was always a happy kid and funny. But I was always horrendously depressed and no one knew it. And yeah, you were similar that way.
Do you have something?
Do I have something?
I thought you said you had something that I didn't know.
Something that you didn't know. Oh, okay. There was one thing I thought of when we were driving up here.
Okay.
We had a little 6-hour road trip yesterday. It was so fun.
Yeah, we had so much fun in the car.
So much fun.
Time went by so fast.
We listened to so much rap songs, and you told me all the stories.
So many backstories. It was
like
so many
watching
songs.
VH1, where I was watching all the bubbles. Be like, this is an interesting part of the song.
Here's an interesting fact about this. Here's an interesting fact about this.
It was great. 6 hours went by super quick.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah, something you didn't know about me, because your brother. Can we say your brother's name? Is that cool?
Yeah.
So your brother's name's Spencer.
Yeah.
I've only ever known one other Spencer.
Okay.
And he was my best friend.
Oh.
He was a Mormon kid. He was my best friend when we were just little. I was hanging out with him. We would play like Ninja Turtle stuff, and the Ninja Turtles were a cartoon.
Okay.
Do you know the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, just checking. I wasn't sure if they were around in your decade. We were playing Ninja Turtles, and then he put a pencil in my ear. I was just sitting there. He just stuck a pencil in my ear.
Okay.
And I remember being like horrified by it. And I asked my mom to pick me up. I was so uncomfortable seeing him at church, and I never talked to him again. He always really weird towards me, and we never talked. Saw him for my whole 20 years after. Never really talked too much. If we did, it was pleasantries.
That's weird.
Super weird. And the older Spencer, my brother's middle name's Spencer.
Oh,
yeah.
Which brother?
Adam.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
And now your brother.
I picked his name.
You picked his name?
Yeah,
it's a great name.
I'm pretty sure I named him when we were at the hospital.
Cute.
We had a bunch of choices. My dad wanted something like a Bruce or something, and my mom was like, "No, that's not happening."
He's gonna be big enough. He's gonna be not big enough there, Bri.
She wanted him to
settle down. We're not calling him Bruce Haas Ledoux, all right? He needs a smaller name.
She wanted him to have like a sweet, sensitive name.
Right.
She wanted him to be a nice boy.
Oh, that's nice.
And we landed on Spencer, and I was like, yeah, that's the name.
It's a cute name because I like Spence, and Spenny is cute.
Yeah, we got a lot of nicknames for him.
What's his nicknames?
Well, he's got like Penny, Pincho.
Penny, oh yeah, Penny, Pincho. Spider-Man? No, Batman?
No, he's Batman.
Batman. That's not really, those are just different things.
But yeah.
Oh, Pencho does come from Spencer, doesn't it?
Yeah, Pencho. Penny. Right. Pencho. That's what it turns into. But yeah.
Picking out names is hard. You did a good job.
Thanks.
You weren't jaded by years of knowing people with names. It's so hard to name a kid. Yeah. Because one person goes, How about Krista?
Yeah.
And then your mom or dad goes, I hated Krista. Oh, yeah. I knew a Sarah and I never want. I'll hate my kid forever. Her name's Sarah.
Yeah, and also if you just name your kid after someone you knew, even if they weren't a bad person, it would feel weird.
It is weird, especially if you do first name. I name, if you name after someone, it should be middle name.
Right.
That's where whoa, look's that? That's
our
so
middle
nice.
Names are all like grandparents. All of us have grandparent middle names. Like they didn't make up our middle names.
Right.
But first names they did. I was going to be Riley either way, boy or girl.
Cool.
My mom was like, that's the name.
That's a cool name.
Thanks.
It's a cool name, boy or girl.
Thanks.
Because you could call you Riles. Get to call you Riles.
You get to call me Riles.
So fun.
That's the funnest.
So fun. It's my favorite.
Oh, that's the funnest.
Hey, Riles Barkley.
Yeah, you like that one.
Yeah.
Can we keep going on?
Hey, Riles in charge.
On like how we met, but keep going all the way,
yeah, sure.
Until you asked me to be your girlfriend.
Sure, let's do that.
We were hanging out. We were friends, going to play basketball together. Like every.
Oh yeah, you were really depressed, and I was like, you need to get outside. Your house had you weren't eating. All you were eating was like you weren't eating. You were drinking protein shakes.
Yeah, I was just drinking protein shakes.
And you were just super depressed. All your lights were off in your house. You were always in your bed with your blinds shut, and it was black.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to get out of the house and see sunlight. So I'd bring you play basketball because I found out that you played basketball in high school a lot.
Yeah.
And so that's cool. I'm like, I literally have been playing basketball for the last 2 months by myself with Sean, or by myself, or with my friend Sean.
Yeah.
And I've been enjoying getting outside. It was helping my depression.
Right.
And so I was like, come out with me, play me. We'll play 21. You don't want to run around too much. We'll just get outside. We'll just throw a ball. And it was so fun. And you started murdering me. You destroyed me.
That helped my depression.
Yeah, that really helped.
Winning every time.
Yeah, just beating a man into the ground. Just overpowering a man.
Yeah, it was really
fun. The
fun.
same size as you. I mean, I'm so much bigger than you.
No, you're a really big man.
I got a big personality.
But you got a real big body, too.
I'm so much bigger than you, yeah.
Yeah, you're large.
I got big shoulders.
Yeah,
Height-wise. Oh, yeah, I'm a lot taller than you. Forgot. I'm a lot taller than you when I'm standing on things, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we played basketball. We hung out. We talk about comedy all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, we were just so... I don't know.
It was a lot of fun. It was like talking. It was like talking to myself, honestly.
Yeah. And we would laugh so much.
We still laugh all the time.
Yeah. We giggle.
Rarely can
all
go
the
like
time.
a few minutes without giggling at each other.
I know. It's so funny. Mm-hmm. And then we both went on a little trip. Mm-hmm. You went to somewhere with like bad service. I went to Vancouver with my friend Sahil.
Oh, but to get before that, we're like a month or so into this. We're just friends hanging out, and we I
think this was like quite a few months in.
Yeah, it was in August. I went to that trip. Oh no, I went on that other trip in end of July. Yeah, okay, so it's a few weeks in. Went to see my brother. Did a road trip down to Alberta with my kids.
It was end of August / beginning of September that this kind of went down.
My parents then, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
The parents one.
But up until then, we were both helping each other's depression and staying on. You were helping me clean up my house.
I was helping you clean. I would force you. You'd be like, what I really want right now is to clean my house, but I don't have the motivation. Yeah. And I was like, okay, so let me help you. Yeah. And I'd come over and I would help you sort things and tell you what to throw out and stuff.
And keep me on task, which was huge. You sat on the ground beside me while I cleaned my entire closet.
Yeah.
Just because I couldn't stay focused long enough to do it.
Yeah.
And so that what we would do at night. We would just chat all day. We would hang out, and we would play basketball during the day, and we would organize at night when I didn't have my kids, sort of thing.
Yeah. And we were just hanging out like kind of once in a while, but it started gradually getting more and more.
More and more.
There was one week that we hung out every single day of the week.
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, this guy's starting to like me, I think.
It was nice I felt better when you were around. Like I felt I was happier, I was more productive.
Yeah.
We had drinks. It was the first time we had ever had drinks together.
When?
That night.
Oh yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah. And so maybe it was bad that we were drunk.
Well, we were talking that week.
Yeah.
We kind of missed each other a little bit.
Missed each other. We're like, I missed you.
Yeah, we're kind of...
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh, that was not...
Pretty gay, right?
That wasn't planned.
I miss you. Pretty gay, right?
And then you...
Pretty fucking stupid, right?
You decided to get a case of...
the only alcohol you would drink.
Teas.
The only alcohol she would drink.
Yeah. Alcoholic iced teas, and we went and played basketball.
Yeah, and we got tipsy, and we got drunk,
and then we just started talking about our feelings.
How our feelings. we were playing 21. She was destroying me every game, and I was just talking about how I like hanging out with you, and I like talking to you, and it's really makes me feel really
pretty.
That you're really pretty, and that. I was really upset with all the things I've heard about your boyfriends, and I was just really sad that people treated you that way. And I just wanted you to know that you were a special lady, and
I just kept cheesing. I was just smiling and cheesing and beating him. And then I think you had the ball. You were about to shoot.
And the balls.
The ball and then you got the balls, and you're like, you said something like. What did you say? I don't
want to hear this.
You said something like, I'd be something if you would be my girlfriend or something. I'd be glad.
I'd be honored if you were my girlfriend. Something stupid like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Something fucking gay like that.
And then I just cheesed.
Write in. Tell him how gay I am. Tell me how gay I am for saying that.
I
was honest. I thought you were fantastic. You were so nice and you were so loving. I was like, anyone. I was saying anyone would be, and I would be.
Okay.
I meant anyone, not me. That's not what I said.
You took it wrong.
Hey, lady, I'm just paying you a compliment. Get off my dick here, okay?
I just smiled and let you shoot, I think. And then you came back after like a few seconds and you were like, so, because I didn't answer you, because you didn't word it as a question.
No, that was me telling you. I remember saying that.
Yeah, that was your way of doing it?
No, that wasn't my way of doing it.
Okay.
I asked you. I said, I think I said like anyone should be honored to have.
No, you said I would be honored.
Right. Oh,
if you would be my girlfriend.
Will you? Did I double ask you?
You double asked me.
No, I didn't double.
Yeah,
bullshit.
You did.
No bullshit. I double asked you.
Like, you were
Fuck
like,
you.
You're like, so, and then I was like, yeah.
Hey, lady, go fuck yourself. I didn't double ask you, all right?
You
Get your tits off your high horse.
You wanted
no
me
one
so
got double
bad.
asked. No one double asked.
Oh, you wanted me so
I was like,
badly.
Like, fine. Do you want to date? Hey, and no, maybe I did double ask you. Did you want to date? Hey, do you want to date? That's what I said. Yeah, if I double asked, that's how I asked it.
No,
how I asked it, guys.
You asked
I'm trying to keep the guys in the podcast.
Fruity.
I like trucks. I'm a man.
You're a sensitive little man.
I don't drink iced tea, hard iced tea. I drink beer. I drink IPA beer. I drink Guinness beer. I actually do love it.
He got tipsy off of hard iced tea and then double asked me to be his girlfriend on the basketball court.
I just destroyed my own self. I was trying to be manly and I said, I drink Guinness. And I went, I do love a Guinness. I double ask you. I'm a goddamn cuck.
Yeah.
I'm a goddamn cuck.
Yeah.
You're a goddamn cuck. Fuck you, Barry. You're literally a cuck.
Fuck
you told me what your
Barry.
wife did.
Wait, Bobby.
No, I was talking to Barry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they sound the same. Did I say Barry?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the audio guy.
Oh, I wasn't looking. Who was talking.
Yeah.
I thought it was Bobby. They sound the same.
Yeah, they're brothers.
Right. Forgot.
They're twins.
I forgot.
That's how we got them on such short notice. They're twins.
Right. They want to work together.
Pay attention, Riley. Mm-hmm. Bobby and Barry behind the camera and microphones.
Behind the camera is their last name.
Behind the camera is their last name. Oh, is that why we're confused? What do you guys do here? Do you guys just do coffee? Do you get coffee?
That's Bobby and Barry behind the camera.
Name is behind the camera. Oh, it's Greek. It's behind the camera.
I didn't realize that till now. That's so funny. All right.
Okay. Now we know. We got to get a camera. No wonder he doesn't know how to do it. We find out more about Bobby. That's great.
So yeah. Now we're in love.
Gross. Well, this has been Sam and Raidu talking.
I'm Sam.
She's right. Fuck you. Gay.
Well, this went south. Gay. This podcast went fucking south.
Yep. Real buzzkill.
Yeah. Barf.
Ugh. Gross.
Barf my pants off, am I right?
Gross. Jeez. What's your favorite shit you ever took?
How much do you hate me? Scale of 1 to 10.
I like being open.
You don't like talking about your feelings, you sensitive little man.
Sensitive little man. I love talking about my feelings.
Yeah, I know. I know you do. We'll talk about them more.
Yeah, you want to talk more about feelings?
How long are we in?
I think we're probably good enough to...
What is it?
Hour and 16.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Thanks.
Good one.
Thanks. It's a good way to end a pod.
That's a great way to end a pod.
All right.
On a madly in love note.
Do we say anything else?
Do you have anything else that you want to tell me?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Oh, I'm getting acid reflux from that healthy lunch we just ate.
From those vegetables.
All those onions I just ate.
Baked. They were baked.
They were baked, I think. They said baked? They said baked, right?
Something like that. I don't know.
Baked is the healthy version.
Oven roasted or something?
Yes.
I don't know.
Baked. Greasy onions. Greasy deep fried onions.
I patted them down.
Yeah, they baked them after they deep fried them.
They baked them first.
I patted them down. They were in a paper bag. I soaked them up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Healthy.
Feeling good.
Salad.
Feeling good.
It was a salad.
Hey, let's not go to the pool. Let's go to the gym right now. Am I right?
Am I right? Because we're so healthy.
So healthy. All right. We're going to go work out, guys.
Yeah, we're going to go pump some
iron. Yeah, get some feelings out of our body.
Yep.
And look forward.
And
we're not going to talk
salad.
to each other for the next 10, 15 minutes at least. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, ow. Ouchie, mama.
I don't like opening up. Ugh.
Stop acting tough for the microphone.
All right. All right. Well, this is fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been Samurai Do Talking. Samurai. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. This has been Samurai Do Talking. I'm Sam.
She's Rye. And that's Bobby.
And that's Bobby and Barry behind the camera. And we're done talking. Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up, guys.
God.